chasing back-to-back Waratah Bowl championships. Please make a loud and warm welcome for the UNSW Raiders.
And welcome viewers to the live stream of the 2024 Waratah Bowl. I have to check that every time I say it because I feel like I'm going to say a wrong bowl name, having done 3 of these today. And joining me in the booth is my partner in crime, my conspirer in conspiratory, the one and only Blake Jones. Blake Jones, welcome to the Waratah Bowl. It's been a long time to get here. It's been 7 to 8 hours of non-stop, your company. We've made it towards the end. I'm excited for this game of football. Let's get some predictions in. What do you think?
Raiders offense, very hard to stop. Obviously, they've got Clark back again this year at quarterback, an experienced American from the college system. Has also played overseas in Europe. That sort of experience, I think, is going to be the key to them getting the win today. I think the Gators will push them, but that Raiders offense is extremely high powered. Great connection with a few of his receivers. Throughout the year, they've been hard to stop. What about you, Mitch? What are your thoughts on today's game?
Look, I don't believe there's any love lost between the Raiders and the Gators. I think this is going to be an incredible grudge match between the two powerhouses. Look, they've both got different niche schemes and solutions to be able to counter one another, and I think it'll be a battle today. You know, we saw it this morning. An undefeated Cubs team fell out to a sort of a ragtag team from the West that did everything they could to win, and I think, you know, it's anyone's game on grand final day.
Yeah, 100%. And we've seen some good adjustments at halftime too. Teams that were out in front maybe haven't adjusted quite as well, and some of the teams that were behind on the scoreboard seem to make some bigger adjustments that had a bigger differentiation in the second half. And, you know, as you said, we've been treated to 2 fantastic bowl games today. This morning, the Nepean Ducks taking out the Kookaburra Bowl, and we've just witnessed the UNSW Raiders women's taking out the Opal Bowl for a 2nd consecutive year.
You can see the captains lined up there for UTS, all senior contributors to the team, really looking to lead their team. They've been to the Waratah Bowl several times. They've never actually won. They're one of the teams that are in Gridiron New South Wales who have never been able to win a Waratah Bowl. They were lucky enough to win the very first Opal Bowl, I believe, or the first and second. And then they have also got 2 Colts championships or Kookaburra Bowls. But yes, the illustrious Waratah Bowl has eluded them.
And it's, I guess, the pinnacle of our sport in here in GNSW is the Waratah Bowl. And Sydney Uni were dominant for so many years. We obviously saw the Northern Sydney Rebels break that run of championships, I believe, in 2019.
I believe so, yes.
2019. And the Lions have bounced back since then. But as you mentioned, the Raiders are the current defending champions and looking to go back to back.
And I think it is always worth, you know, understanding that both of these teams have had a storied history of being in the top echelons of the sport in the state and moving up and down depending on who's competing. And I think there's a whole heap or generations of old boys, for lack of a better term, who have helped contribute to get the clubs to where they are. And the successful clubs have a strong engagement with their historical participants. So no, it's a great day for football. Weather's eased off a little bit now as well down on the field. We've got a nice breeze coming off the beautiful ocean here at Brookvale Oval. But I expect both teams to be dialed in. I don't think this is going to experience some of the same mental mistakes potentially that we've seen in some of the games earlier. A lot of these guys have been in big games before, know what to expect. Some of them have represented the state, some have represented Australia. You know, they haven't, or they've been to a Waratah bowl before, and they know what they're going to be in for. So.
And who are the head coaches that we've got today, Mitch?
So head coaches are Matt Schwartz, who is a original UTS player. He's played for UTS for a long time. Actually, I believe once upon a time played for the UNSW Raiders back when they were the Bondi Raiders. Controversy. And then the head coach of the UNSW Raiders is Mr. Andrew Brundu, well known within GNSW for a variety of different contributions to the sport. But then we get into offensive coordinators. So offensive coordinators are Connor Brewster for UNSW Raiders and Tim Clulo for UTS. Tim Clulo has a wealth of knowledge in the broader aspects of the sport. He's played overseas as well, an incredibly successful Australian in participating in a variety of different sports, originally as a defensive end and then as a variety of different coaching roles. Connor Brewster is one of the up-and-coming coaches in, I'd say, American Football Australia. Most recently, he was at the World Cup for the under-20s team in Canada, so contributed there. And then defensively, on both sides of the ball, you've got Marcos Delana, who has played for UTS, but now also is back at UNSW Raiders. I believe he also frequented your club, Blake, at the Northern Sydney Rebels. Marcos has got around a bit.
I think he was at UTS at one point there too.
Yes, he was. That's it. And so, we see a booming kickoff down, probably looking to bring it back out because they like the chance on the score. Jordan Rowland coming out hard and fast, trying to knife it upfield, turning a corner, getting around, trying to bait one tackle, two tackle. Great return.
That's definitely going to help set the tone for UTS. That's the way you want to start on a kick return. Jordan Rowland has been with UTS from, I think, Colts all the way up, hasn't
From
he,
day
Mitch?
dot. He's also currently the president of UTS, so he's a man of many hats, but does not lack the ability to get downfield and is known for his effectiveness.
Good-looking rooster as well.
Yes, so handsome. So first drive for UTS, seeing condensed formation here, moving the running back out to seeing if we're going to get some type of end around. Fumbled into the backfield, trying to make a decision, throwing it downfield. Open receiver, caught, sideline running.
Wow. Wow, bit
Razzle dazzle out the gate. UTS has scored in the opening seconds of the Waratah Bowl.
That's, I think, with the muffed QB with the snap, the Raiders sort of probably lapsed a bit of concentration there. That is an electric way to start the game and set the tone. Well, Mitch, what a start we've had.
What a start. Trickery and deceit, I'll say, in the first round. Unexpected, but, you know, it's what gets the job done.
I don't know if that was on my bingo card to score on the first play of the drive.
I think we're seeing a potential false start here.
False start! 65 offense! 5 yards! Play the try.
Yeah, so we'll see a replay of down there, false start by the offense. Just changes the play that they're going to try and get into the end zone. You know, this is the 2-point attempt to try and get after it. But we did see in the last game that we did rely on the 2 points to try and achieve different outcomes. So seeing it here, open, trying to get wheel and turn up field, sliding in behind. Looking for a type of pass interference call there, but it will not be given. UTS draws first blood. You'll see the replay here, so we're seeing a little bit of misdirection. Fumbles the ball, chases it round. Jack Pritchard picking it up, throwing it back downfield. An absolute dot. Mark Shoebridge, the quarterback, scoring a touchdown for UTS. And the man who just threw the touchdown pass is now going to kick off. Man of many talents. I believe he's also a Paragon Active sponsored athlete. A little bit of trickery on the kickoff there, breaking a tackle, bringing him down close to the 30-yard line. Seeing the trickery there to try and create misdirection. Teams have started to avoid kicking to some of the more elusive UNSW receivers in the backfield, so they're trying to find different ways to be able to get a creative play in for them to be able to be successful. So looking at this, trips to the wide side of the field, running back a line, false start. Oh no, drew them offside. Offside with contact. You can see here on the 2, jumps offside, eager to get out, but with contact that means that the play cannot continue. 5-yard penalty. So 1st and 5. Easy, easy. Trying to get a call in from the sideline. Trips the field wide. The number 3 receiver on the line. Running back to the trips. Let's see what kind of trickery we've got here. Hitches everywhere. Looking to get the first down and knife upfield. Easy throw and catch there to be able to bring up a first down and move the chains. And I think that's what we'll be expecting to see from UNSW Raiders, is they will just be looking to take what they can get on the defensive side here for now until they get into a bit more of a rhythm. Good chat, Blake. Thanks.
Sorry, mate.
No,
zoned
that's
out,
all right.
Zoned out there for a
He's
minute.
just
No.
zoned out. He's just looking at the field. I'm looking at him, and he's looking at the field
those
still.
pink-
The
those-
green
the
grass
pink-
is
no,
sort
the-
of leaning in.
The pink boots, they've got
Okay.
me. They've drawn my attention.
Oh, mesmerising.
Yeah.
That's it.
Got lost in his
Captivated.
boots.
Captivated. No, that makes sense. I understand. So we're seeing trips bunch here, tight. So we should expect some outbound routes from the number 1, 2, and 3 receivers. Looking at all these different options. Screen to the backside or hitch to the backside, but it'll still be a first down. Yeah, really going to be hard for them to stop this when the defense is backing off, it's being prepared for the deep threat.
Yeah, and the Raiders looking pretty patient there on the line of scrimmage too. They're taking their time, working through what they have to do. Is there a flag on the far side of the field? Looks like we are
Yeah, on the offense.
going
Take that to the
backwards.
front of the
Flag on the
field.
field against the
First down.
Raiders. And a sizable penalty at that.
Looks like it's a legal man downfield, I believe.
Yep. Sneaky lineman.
Yeah, linemen were getting excited, thinking that a hitch is a screen, and off they go. It's a big step back. So that's trips to the boundary now, handing off to the running back, knifing upfield.
Mitch, who are the key players for the Raiders on offence?
Oh, there are quite a few. So obviously you've heard of Clark, the quarterback that you touched on earlier.
Yep.
They have Mitch Sawyer, who's one of their taller receivers, I'll say, a go-to threat. They have Rustrom, or Rusty, as many people call him, an elusive and fast receiver. They have, well, I'll just watch the play here. Throw and catch the sideline, a little bit of shake and bake, trying to wrap him up and then bring him back down. People need to remember that if you go backwards by choice, they will spot the ball where you end up. Whereas if you get pulled backwards, they will spot it from where you started. So that's particularly important. There is another gentleman who's called Michael, who is also an elusive receiver. I believe he's actually a TikTok influencer of all things. Yeah, so he's out there doing some TikTok dances and getting things done to try and make the money. But yeah, so it's 3rd and long. Trips to the field. Solo receiver, Jacob Barrett to the boundary. Step up, trying to get downfield, looking at what he can get. Looks like he'll get caught out of bounds.
Just short of the first.
Pulling up 4th down.
UTS corner's playing pretty passive at the moment, as you mentioned, Mitch. They definitely don't get beaten over the top, happy to give away the easy yards underneath.
I think they're just trying to make sure that they keep everything in front of them now. It looks like they're going to go for it now. It's 4th and short. They're going to go a hard count, quick snap, try and get the ball down, get ready to go, sneak it in, push it through, and that's their first down.
We've seen a few tush pushes today, Mitch.
Yeah, it's the inspiration of the NFL, you know. They think everyone has delusions of grandeur, and why would we stop here?
It is one that does come with an inherent risk of injury, though, doesn't it?
Yeah, but not to the important people, just the offensive line, Blake. So we're all right. We understand that that's part of the lifestyle that we chose. So helping people behind us get the job done is exactly what we try and do. So again, trips to the boundary. They're really enjoying this. Sprint out by the quarterback, looking to try and get a first down.
Bit of argy-bargy on that one, though. Love lost between these two teams.
Yeah, no, there's no issues at all, I think, between the two teams really showing a level of intensity. So I expected it to be a challenging game for all. Raiders offense, trips to the field, trips bunch to the field, looking for some outward breaking routes. Clark taking his time in the pocket, pump fakes, tries to extend the play longer, looking to throw downfield, chucks it out, but is able to receive it inbounds. That is Michael, the TikTok model. Number 0 for those. 0 on the field and 0 in our hearts, Blake, is what he refers to himself as. He's jogging along there, looking very casual. Perhaps that will be his next video. But he did manage to get the first down for the Raiders there. And it was a composure in the pocket was absolutely critical. Trips to the field. Looking for a snap. Quick pass. Oh, counter to the backside. Ed has shifted, trying to get yards, but makes a first down. Number 3.
Raiders making pretty easily first downs here.
Yeah, they've definitely got the ball rolling as such, down the field per se, Blake, as they would often refer to it as. I think you're going to see a personnel change here. Connors, as the offensive coordinator, is known to move his personnel around. So you'll see Jacob Barrett as one of the guys. He'll be on one side of the field. You know, he'll be moved to the next one on the next drive. You're seeing Michael here move to one side of the field or the other. It's really around trying to create a mismatch for the defense. So looking at this, composure in the pocket, stepping up, running from the quarterback, looking to try and keep them downfield. Oh. Looks like he's going to shake and bake, makes it into the touchdown.
Clark, a couple of QB keeps when nothing's open downfield, not afraid to use his legs there and put his body on the line.
And that's it. And it was always going to be a challenge, I think. The Raiders' offense is incredibly high-powered, and if you start to get into a shooting match with them, you do end up with these situations. That was a compelling drive for the mastery of the offense, and we're looking for an extra point to allow the Raiders to pull ahead. And you can see that UTS is going to attempt to try and stop this field goal. They are going to send some people in. A little personnel mismatch here. Misunderstanding of who is meant to be on special teams. Kicking through, signalled, and it is good. Raiders have now drawn ahead of the Gators with an additional point being completed. It will be critical to see how the Gators respond to this in this situation. The composure in the pocket here and looking downfield, fake throw, and then being able to try and run through this contact here shows maturity as a quarterback that other people don't always get the experience of when they play less frequently in Australia. So the tenure of quarterbacks is absolutely vital to their ability to understand what it is to slow the game down and be able to make accurate plays. There's a little bit of tension there at the end, trying to just slap the ball out, but let's see, very focused, 3 of 3, so 100% passing accuracy, which I'm a big fan of statistics, Blake. I like 100%, 3 of 3.
Not our first 100%, 3 of 3.
3 of 3, no.
Today,
it's quite representative of the UNSW female team that was 3 of 3 for a couple of yards. But I did have it pointed out to me earlier that the last 2 games have the same scores. So perhaps we can get the trifecta. If I was a betting man, I'd like those odds. Booming kick downfield. Let's see if they look to try and return it. Jordan Rowland back to return it again, trying to cut up field, making it past 1, 2. Is he going to be able to make it into open space? No, driven down.
And a flag on the far side of the field again. Potentially a block in the back is the most likely outcome of a kick return.
Yeah, look, it's we'll say special teams is rife and full of terrors, and one of those is the illustrious block in the back on a kickoff or kick return. It does, it could go, the upside is it always feels like a 50-50 chance. It could be the return team, it could be the kicking team, we don't.
Block in the back.
It was on the return team though, unfortunately for the Gators, yes. So that puts them 10 yards back from the spot of the foul and an automatic first down. You can see that there, yeah, it's just a little bit of shoving here and there, a little bit of...
A few romantic words between a few players on the field there.
Yeah, I think they're definitely telling each other good work and great sportsmanship. So you're seeing the big defensive line here for UNSW. Some trickery in the run, but stuffed just prior to the line of scrimmage. There wasn't much going there.
And who are the players for the UTS offense that we need to watch out for today?
Well, they do have a couple of up-and-comers, guys that have been sort of newer to the program that have come up from the Colts team. So those are the likes of Cameron, Kai, Liam, all played in championship Gators teams in the under-19s. So they are still being major contributors. Jack Pritchard is a senior player over there. Ben Loudon, Tom Newbold as well. Spinner come round to the outside, cutting back in. Great tackle and vision by number 25 there. I think the view broadly is that they do have a lot of talented players, and their offensive line has really started to come into its own. But to really single it out, I think the offensive line has been a key star of how they're progressing as part of the team this season, and they wouldn't be the position they were without the work that they've done there.
The unsung heroes of all teams, the offensive line.
Sounds just like an offensive lineman would say, Blake, but I agree.
Oh, I think we have gone upfield before the snap of the ball. Again, you must remain lateral to the line of scrimmage until the ball is snapped.
Lateral, not vertical.
Offense number 1. 5 yards. Go down.
Pushing the Raiders back even further on this one. Third. Third and 18. Backed up on their own goal line here.
Deep throw over the top, overthrown.
Not quite the silky start that we saw on the first drive from the Gators. The Raiders' defense has definitely turned up for this second drive against UTS. Confusion for the UTS special teams here. People running out quite late in the piece.
Booming punt downfield. Well covered. Running back across field. Breaking one tackle. Block. Stuffed at the 23-yard line.
on the return team, number 81. Personal foul on the kicking team, number 65. Those penalties will offset. Result of
Two
the play is
penalties
first
and
down.
offsetting each other. By the looks of it there, Mitch.
It does, it does. An elusive run there by number 3.
Oh, we've fumbled the ball here. Out in open space, but unfortunately
Recovered.
a little ball security there for the receiver.
Maybe too many TikTok dances. There, Blake.
Replay on this one.
Let's see if we can see this. So it's a nice pass. I think timing's on. Caught, but just got punched in from behind. Great play by the linebacker there to try and get that ball separation in. They are testing in the red zone though, so they're going to have to show some strong composure to make sure that they can keep the Raiders from scoring. Clark takes a snap.
Oh, under pressure there.
Sack.
Number 3. Is that Mr. Jordan Rowland?
I don't know. I think there might be. Maybe? Right, how fascinating. That would be unexpected.
Going to your notes there, Mitch, that you
Going
prepared earlier.
to my notes that I prepared earlier, looking at whether or not I'm insane, but it's so 3rd and long.
Number 3's in the backfield again.
Turning and chasing, trying to bring him down, sliding.
Short of the first down.
But well within field goal distance, especially at this game. That is Mr. Jordan Rowland coming off the edge.
Jack of all trades.
Jack of all trades.
Kick
Ready
return.
ready to try and lay the heat.
I think yes, they've given away a free play here, being offside.
Something offside.
That was the whistle blown beforehand. Neutral zone infraction by the UTS Gators. I think that might have been number 4, been a bit eager to get in the backfield there.
Defense, that penalty's declined. Result of the play is a first down on the half-yard line.
Should be enough to give us a first down for the Raiders.
Fortunately, those kind of mental mistakes really just seem to impact teams in a way that
Under centre here. Ball is out. Looks like it's been recovered by the Raiders for a touchdown.
Recovered by an offensive lineman.
Is that the fumble, Rooski?
Yeah, I think it was recovered there by an offensive lineman to be able to score a touchdown. Absolutely vital for their ball awareness and security. Fumbled and recovered. Oh, and he saw it. He saw it and recovered and tucked the ball away. The center recovers the ball and scores a touchdown. Looking for the additional point. And the extra point is good, pushing UNSW Raiders to 14 points ahead. The UTS Gators currently at 6. Teams definitely need to be aware that the mental mistakes that they are making at the moment can hold long-lasting challenges for them to be able to recover from later in the game.
Well, the Raiders have swung the momentum back after an early start from the Gators. They have well and truly swung the momentum back in their favour in this first quarter of the Waratah Bowl final.
And I think this was always going to be the thought process broadly, is the idea that they really need to try and stay ahead of the scoring pattern with UNSW, and if UTS doesn't hold onto the ball and churn it upfield and do what they're known for, which is their strong run game, then they're going to be in a challenging situation as they approach the rest of it, because their ability to score dynamically is I don't know whether I would say is to the same level that we're seeing UNSW perform at the moment. We've had some staunch defensive efforts from the UNSW Raiders here, and I think unfortunately we're just seeing a little bit of a limitation in the UTS Gators defence at this point in time. But I also know they're constantly improving. They're going to look on their sidelines. They're going to go, what went wrong? How can we improve it? You see them huddle up after every drive. If we get to the sidelines, we can see that they're getting feedback on what went wrong and how to try and improve it. So being able to drive the field from a 20-yard line isn't beyond their capabilities. Elusive, cutting back upfield, back to the line of scrimmage.
Number 20 for, I think it's 20 for the Gators, the running back. He's been around for a few years now, hasn't he? Quite nimble, quite elusive.
Yeah, incredibly elusive, and really a sort of used in a variety of different locations from a speedy point of view. Seeing a deep strike down the field.
Oh. Did get some early separation there.
Matthew Hull, the defensive back, preventing a critical play by Harris Walker.
We've got a flag down on the near side of the field as well. Looks like the penalty will be declined. I think maybe someone downfield.
I think it was an eligible
Illegal man
lineman
downfield, number 65 on the offense. That penalty is declined. Third down.
And I'll go to third down. Great play through the hands by Matt Hull. Also a under-20s outback player.
Wow.
Yeah.
So he had the joy of being coached by yourself, Mitch.
It's not often a joy, Blake. I would say that he was coached by me. That
Right.
is, but I would not claim anything. I think he was already an incredible player prior to any contribution that I could make.
Polishing some diamonds already.
Yeah, well, it's easier to make diamonds look good. I don't think I had any clay or coal at that World Championship, so I was incredibly blessed to have a great team, and he was one of the key contributors to that. He's actually been off a little bit in this season due to an injury, so he hasn't played as much as he normally would have. Great play here by number 3, playing up through the hands defensively, not letting anything happen there.
Great to see a lot of Colts transitioning through to the men's teams.
Yeah, and we are seeing a lot more of that, I think, as the teams broadly become more integrated. UTS is doing an incredible amount of work to try and bring the junior teams and the men's teams together in a way to allow them to foster a path of transitioning between the two. And I think we're looking at that is the end of the first quarter.
Hopefully we'll see some Nepean Ducks Colts come through to the men's program to push that in the right direction.
To bolster it up. Back-to-back championships promote a level of quality that I think, look, looking at building a more robust men's league, it's always valuable to ensure that some of the skills and talents that allow them to win championships can move on up the track.
Yeah.
For those of you who don't know, the illustrious Mr. Glenn Bowes is the head coach of the Nepeans Ducks, and I know he's listening to this live stream now. So Glenn, we love everything that you do. We think you're a great contributor, and we really hope you get the help you need from your under-19s team. Chains are getting set. The dazzle of the referees is fading. Looking at a nice long snap position there.
Oh.
And a false start. Tried to make it look good, though. I like that. I like that he tried to make it look like a shift, and he's like, nah, just going to take it back a little bit.
Might be the pink boots. It's the second player with pink boots that has gone early.
I wondered why you were heavy breathing at the screen, Blake, and now it makes sense. The pink boots are distracting. That's what the problem was. I get it now. That makes 100%.
You do stand out a lot more with pink boots.
You do. You do. You get that on the big jobs. And booming kick downfield. Will it be recovered? Covered early, dodged the first tackle and the second, breaking away from the third, looking to come through, taken out at the sideline, but a healthy return for number 3. High fives all around as they come off the field, believing they've done a great job for their team.
Belief's all it takes, Mitch. Belief.
Belief is part of it, Blake. I have found there are a lot of beliefs that do not achieve the outcomes that you want.
There are some people that believe they're a good coach.
That
doesn't
is true.
necessarily transition to be.
That is true. That is true. There are some complexities broadly in the state of coaching, and whether or not they believe certain things or they don't, it's yeah. Let's see what the Raiders pull out of their back pocket for this drive, and what is defense going to do to try and stop them? Do we think they'll continue to surrender the shorter notes, or do we think that they're going to start to try and choke down on and stop the short dink and dunk plays down the field? 4-man box, 2 linebackers looking to get out. Is there space in the field? Strike downfield, broken up by number 9. He was one step away from a no-fly zone there indication, so I like that he was able to compose himself and recognise that while it was an incredible play, the pink boots again, Blake, they're on the end there, ready to go.
They're electric.
Electric. White lightning. Here we go. Trips to the field, running back to the field, looking at what we're trying to get here. Bubble with an inside run. In open field, running back one-on-one, taken. Oh, rumbling and stumbling. And a 15 to 20 yard gain there by number 21. The linebackers came into the wrong holes.
The Raiders are moving the ball very well on the ground and in the area. As you said before, what do the Gators do to stop this?
We're getting a timeout by UTS. Obviously, with a consecutive drive like that, they're looking to try and manage the timing more effectively, make sure their defense is dialed into what they're seeing, really understanding that they need to try and get a stop at this point so they can put their offense back on the field. Blake just needed a small drink break, everyone, and we've been alerted to the illustrious sound of slurping on a water bottle. Does not come through well on the microphone of the live stream, so we've tried to adjust his behaviour accordingly. I apologise in advance.
Sloping in general
does not go well, and I've been the misfortune. So snap, pass downfield, deep strike. Is he going to dodge defenders cutting across the field? Extended, and it looks like it will be a touchdown to number 7.
It made that look a little bit harder than it needed to be. Right there, Mitch, sloping away a water bottle, unfortunately.
I wasn't sloping away, but I choked on my own spit. So that's one of those harsh things that you have to come to terms with as you get excited about the slant and catch and football. So, look, again, another strike by UNSW Raiders. Looking to extend their lead again. They do have a dedicated kicker, so I expect them to be able to slot this one in from a distance. But
you have put the Mickey on him.
I gave him the voodoo.
The commentator's curse.
Heebie-jeebies. Slotted it straight into the pole. If it was an accuracy competition, he would have won. But in the art of getting an extra point, he did not. But a great touchdown by number 7, Rusty, here. Looking at it, slant across the field, picked underneath, really trying to cut away from the defenders here, extending and making sure that he could get that score with the team.
And Mitch, we have the fortunate ability to play on a 100-yard field today, which is not something that we usually get.
We do normally, grounds. Yeah, no, the board of Gridiron New South Wales splurged out and helped work with Brookvale Oval to be able to facilitate a 100-yard field, which has been fantastic. Normally we are punished, I'll say, by the broader representation of the rugby league community, and we play within their goalposts, but this time they get to play within our field. So that's incredibly exciting to see. Booming kick expected, but will it hit the crossbar? Let's wait and see. Chipped downfield to be able to bounce out quite close from an accuracy point of view, Blake. Let's take some notes on that and see if he does continue to be able to do that throughout the game. Ball start at the own 20. Let's see what UTS can bring onto the field to change this dynamic that they've had up until this point in time. They struck early and then they have struck out.
It's definitely been a one-way affair since that early touchdown by UTS. The Raiders haven't really been able to be stopped on offense, stringing together a number of easy drives to put some extra points on the board.
You can see the UTS offense here, motion out to the field, spinner series, trying to create a mismatch. The Raiders were patient and came back across the field and were able to make a play. Still a significant gain, but will they be able to chain some of these together?
Conversation happening with the officials. I'm not sure if there was a flag on that.
We like to call it a dazzle, Blake. That's a congregation of zebras, and they like to refer themselves as zebras. So a dazzle of zebras is the correct terminology.
How many does it require to be a dazzle?
More than one.
Personal foul, number 65 on the offense. Be half distance from the end of the run. Downtown,
penalty
second
against
down.
the Gators, marching them back again. Backing them up on their own 10-yard line. They've been down here a few times this half, and unfortunately haven't been able to get out of their own end zone.
I'm unsure what that was because it was a loss of down, if that's what they're showing on the field. Well, I'll definitely look to check in with the officials on the call there because I have not seen that before. Unless it was... All right, playing from behind, looking to shift the position of the
rollout and
QB sprint back across the field into open field. Illustrious, transitioning the arms down. Great run by number 8, Mr. Mark Shoebridge, affectionately known as Schumann. He's been a quarterback leader of the UTS Gators for several years now.
Prior to that, a defunct team
Known as the... Thought you had
Tip
some
of my
good
tongue.
quotes, but you didn't know
Northwestern
Predators.
Predators. There
we go.
Fun fact.
The Predators. So he was showing his true roots there, his predatory nature across the field and being able to be incredibly effective at getting the first down. Hand off to the running back, cutting back. He's being swamped down by the swarming UNSW Raiders.
I don't think they've got the first down yet, Mitch. I think that'll bring up
I
fourth.
think that'll
for sure.
bring up fourth, despite the illustrious predatory attempt. And yeah, we'll have to look at what they decide to do. I believe they'll punt. I don't think that they're going to go for it on fourth in their half of the field, but then perhaps they feel good about it. Shooters are going to shoot. Tim Clulo making the call, supported by Matt Schwartz, going for it on fourth down. Running back out to the side of the field, waiting for it, going to take a time out and see what they can do. Trying to draw an offside to get them out of the pickle they're in.
Time out for the half.
Pickles are never a fun place to be in, Mitch.
That is true, they are problematic. But pickle juice will help you on hot days to reduce cramping, if you're curious. Will allow you to do what you need to do. And we're back after a minor timeout. Looking to see what UTS is going to bring together here. Going for it on fourth down.
They're swinging.
Within their own 30. They are ready to
QB
go.
keep.
Powerful inside, driving upfield. Is he
the
going to
ball's
fight
out.
for it? Ball's out. Recovered by the UNSW Raiders. The turns have tabled.
That might be a pivotal point in today's game, Mitch.
That is. It's the GNSW version of crucial catch. Is we have a pivotal point, Blake. I think we could trademark that and be ready to go.
T-shirts, merch.
T-shirts, merch, whatever you want. You can put it on there. I'm not paying for it. Pivotal point, bang. Here we go. See it stripped out. Ball's lost. Recovered by UNSW. I love the aggression that Schumann approached the interaction and contact with. 4 down, 6-man box. Playing safety or corner deep over the top. Looking if they can take a shot downfield. Going to be caught. Connection and strike.
That's going to be hard for UTS. A couple of penalties backing them up into their own 10-yard line and then struggling to get a first down. The turnover from the QB keep and UNSW Raiders strike early with a touchdown on the first pass of that drive. You got a name for us, Mitch, on who called that ball?
I did make the mistake of printing my list of player names, but somebody didn't realise I can't read Braille. So I'm attempting to work through this list effectively as I can. So I apologise for those watching at home if we're not naming your loved ones, spouses, sons, etc. in the appropriate way, but we are doing our best. I'm close.
You think for the money you're getting paid today, Mitch, you'd be more across this, right?
I'm a man of the people, Blake. This is done for the love of my heart, but I'm interested to see what this is. 2-point conversion, like it a little bit. I do want to recognise that number 20, thanks to Mr. Glenn Bowes, is Kingsley Dennison, a person who must be watched. He's been with the UNSW Raiders for several years and has always been one of those guys who's just a workhorse. You know, he's in every play, runs upfield when he needs to, blocks when he needs to, does all the thankless work that you want a receiver to do and never complains about it, but rewarded now. A deep strike, over the top, track the ball, back shoulder, falling catch. And there he is saying, who's the best? That's me.
Number 3 returning.
Mr. Do It All, Jordan Rowland cutting back upfield,
Oh,
but
he's lost the
contacted,
ball.
balls out.
Oh,
I
that
think
was
he's
a
going to be
big
called. Oh, we won't look to watch this. We'll just got an injury on the field. We'll see Wally sprint onto the field momentarily, ready to assist at any point in time. Love you, Wall.
The unsung hero of today, Wally. His response time has been impeccable. He's on the field momentarily. Here we see him. He's off.
And we're back. Unfortunately, it looks like the Iceman, Mr. Jordan Rowland, is going to need to take some time off and be assessed on the sideline.
And he's a pivotal part of the UTS Gators defence. He's set up a few big plays early on and some nice returns, so he's going to be missed if they...
He's a pivotal part of pivotal points that we need to make sure we're principally providing to the people.
Say that again.
He's a pivotal part of pivotal points to provide a principle to the people. You're welcome. Here we go. UNSW on defence. UTS Gators coming out. Looking at what we can do. Quick pitch fake at the end around. Jack Pritchard trying to knife up field, but tackled at the line of scrimmage.
The Raiders are definitely not giving them any easy yards at the moment on defence.
Making them work for every single inch.
How many inches in a yard, Mitch?
Don't know, Blake. All I care about is yards. Never had to consider the number of inches in a yard. I've only ever had to know how long a yard is. We're seeing a nice cutback round to the outside, dodging. Looks like there's a fair... There is an extreme amount of holding there that I think has been flagged and been caught. So, sorry, it's not often that you see it that it's so flagrant. I try and compose myself as best I can, but my amateur and immature ways really just don't co-align to someone's jersey being ripped off. So it was flagged and it was seen. So we're expecting to see holding on the offense, which will result in a 10-yard penalty and a repeat of the down.
And Mitch, fun fact, 36 inches in a yard.
36 inches in a yard. That's way too many inches
lot of
for
inches.
me. Blake, yeah, that's not something I'd be capable of comprehending.
Green.
Throw to the backside, and
Open
he's
space here.
knifing downfield. Harris Walker on 1 by 1.
Oh, he's lost the ball.
Down by contact. Down by contact.
Geez, a lot of balls.
Balls are
finding their way
bouncing
to the
around
ground
on 36 inches, Blake. It's absolutely incredible. For those watching at home, if you do go down and your knees are down and the ball gets popped out as a result of its contact with the ground, it is not a turnover. The play is dead where the ball's received. But this is a beautiful play. Harris Walker actually played for the New South Wales state team when Mr. Glenn Bowes was the head coach.
Wow.
Many moons ago. And then he decided to go over to the States at a Div 2 college and work for some of his hard-earned experience that you can see there. Knifing upfield again, Cameron Streeter.
With a flag on the field.
Flag on the play.
Glenn must be a pretty ripe old age now because he's been around the league for some time, right?
I actually think he just started when he was 4, Blake, so it's not the same problem. He was born with a gridiron ball in his hands.
Definitely been helpful and successful for the
Face
Nepean
mask,
Ducks.
number 50
Have a
on
man
the
of his
defense.
knowledge and skill
15
set
yards
there to
the
try and
end of
lead
the
them.
run. Automatic first down.
So I think there is an important part. The Nepean Ducks, which were originally the Outlaws, had a very illustrious club history. There were some issues, and then they moved to a new club, and they're doing really well, and they're improving every year. As a testament to the 2 wins, the back-to-back wins of the Nepean Ducks junior team. Kai here, turning up downfield, really starting to get yards, making contact. Matt Hull.
Oh, another flag.
Matt Hull making a play there to be able to stop.
Another member of the UTS Colts that have made their way up into the men's team.
Yeah, that's correct. That's correct. Also went overseas to play at a JUCO in LA.
And I believe you've coached the UTS Colts for a while there?
Oh, I had dabbled in assisting the UTS Colts for a period of time around I think it was the 2019 to 2022.
The successful years?
I wouldn't say the successful years. The successes were their own, Blake. I appreciate
Personal
it. Thank
foul,
you.
number
Coaches are a
50 on the
footnote on the journey of a
defense.
player, not the
Half
other way around.
distance from the end of the run, automatic first down.
So you're more enriched for being a part of their lives during that.
I am more
period of time.
enriched as a result of their interactions than they are of mine, I assure you.
Surprising they're still playing footy after
That's true.
being coached.
No, but Kai was a testament. He started, we actually borrowed him from the Northern Sydney Rebels junior teams, and then they came and played because they look better in white was the term.
What's a hard colour to keep clean?
Well, it's a hard colour to keep clean, yes. But this is striking distance for UTS. Tackled in the backfield. Big stop.
Number 50 for the UNSW Raiders.
Looks like he needs a bit of a sub now. That's his work done for the day. O'Neill knows how to get the job done.
One and done.
He doesn't need to prove it to anyone else. Huge stop there. Pushing them further back. Slipped a block. Underneath. Boot. Shot over the top. Overthrown. So after a bit of early scoring, we've kind of hit a small stalemate at the moment.
Bit of a dry patch.
Yeah, a bit of a dry patch like it is on the field there. We understand that there are some elements that are a little bit drier than others. But let's see what we can do here. Potential trickery. Slipped a block. They're blitzing hard, trying to get downfield flag.
Oh, I think this might be good because there's a flag on the far side of the field, but I think that might have been encroachment by the defence.
Encroachment by the defence. That will be declined. The 2 touchdowns have been scored by the Schumann themselves, which is a testament to how hard he works.
Big shoulders.
Broad shoulders, Blake. Broad shoulders.
UTS Gators finding a bit more rhythm again as we look to close out the second quarter of the game.
By no means has it been run away with either. I think both teams are still in incredibly precarious positions. UTS is more than capable of coming back and scoring within the dimensions that we've got available at the moment. Looking to try and get the end around, trying to seal the edge, but they're aggressively cutting back up against the grain, but stopped short from the line of the two-point conversion.
Another unfamiliar face that we haven't seen for a few years on the UTS sideline is Christos. He's made his way back from overseas.
Yeah, he is the head coach of the Munich Cowboys, GFL in Germany. And he returns home to see his family at Christmas each year. Product of the Sutherland Seahawks team, along with a whole raft of players. For example, Matthew Hull played for Sutherland Seahawks. There was a player earlier, I think at the UNSW last year, Daniel McDonald from a long line of farmers. He has also played for the Seahawks. There are Seahawks jotted all around, even out so far as the Nepean Ducks. But yeah, a great history of incredibly talented coaches and players came out of that program, and we hope to see them back on the field soon. UNSW's adjusted their kickoff to try and account for avoiding kicking to one of their key dynamic special teams returners, which is Rusty. So what you'll see here is, while I'll let this bounce out of bounds and go for a 20-yard return, if you kick away from their star returner, they run a cross pattern and then hand it off to him anyway. So it's a complicated answer to try and still get your star players the ball, but it does show that it's an effective way of trying to solve that problem. So I think we're going to be approaching the 2-minute warning, which will be at the end of the first half. I expect the Raiders to potentially use this as a 2-minute drill to try and put a nail in the coffin as they approach the end. And then UTS will be doing their very best to try and make sure that they get off the field and potentially put their offense back on with enough time to be able to try and score again. So if we were to talk about a pivotal part and a pivotal point, I reckon this will be the pivotal point.
Oh, we're on.
So again, quick start. This is something they've practiced previously, trying to get them off balance, but stuffed back at the line of scrimmage for a 2-yard gain.
It looked good. Just didn't achieve a hell of a lot, did it?
Yeah, they UTS have practiced for this. We did see it broadly as a league. It was demonstrated last week against the Mustangs, where there was the quick snap. So when they come out of the huddle like that, they only need to be set for a second. So looking at that broadly, there's a preparation time period for it. And too high structure here for one linebacker, looking at safeties either side, trying to sprint out.
Oh. He would have been gone to the races then. No one else in the backfield for UTS. A bit down on the QB keep here.
A potential blindside block that was just smoked a dude.
You might see that on
Right
TikTok
on,
at some
right
point.
That's it. That'll be a TikTok famous thing. So UTS is lined up. Similar structure to what they were in before. 5-man box, 2 outside linebackers, 2 deep safeties. Rotating down, waiting to see what they can get over the middle of the field. Corton in space. This is the tempo they need to be having, just accounting for the depth and distance. Jacob Barrett with the reception there. Shifting to trips, trying to put their tall receiver inside. They're going to try and reroute him off the line of scrimmage with their star corner, Daniel Oliviero. Trying to throw it down into double coverage. It's something that teams haven't done a lot of this season, but is really try and run and disrupt the catches that they're trying to put downfield. UTS showing some heat here, potentially a 6-man rush, trying to man it up on the outside. Concern if they try and get a rub route here, sending as many as they can, cutting back up against the blitz. It is the concern, trying to get down into open field, pulled out of bounds. Significant gain.
They stacked the box, but they still found a hole to get out.
Yeah, it is one of the concerns that you do have when you blitz against a run like that it only requires one person to be in the wrong position and the gaps open up like that, and then you're all really just playing catch up on trying to get out of bounds. Trips to the wide side of the field, tight end in near the line, handing off and just burrowing upfield for another 8-yard gain.
Bit of argy-bargy going on out there with the lineman. Good to see. Bit of passion.
Bit of intensity, Blake. When were you going to show that? When you played offensive line?
More of a lover.
Yeah, I understand that. That makes sense. Offensive line wasn't for you.
What were you? No. You were stuck on the offensive line, Mitch?
I was.
Really?
Yeah. I played centre.
How many championships did you guys run away with at that time?
A whole heap of 0.
Yeah.
That's all right.
Mustn't have been the offensive line.
Offside.
Offside. Defense. 5 yards. First down.
Offside with contact again, forcing the ball downfield. UTS's defense is known for being incredibly aggressive, so being able to draw them offside on penalties like this really allows the Raiders to be able to drive downfield. The aggressive nature also means that they're able to make plenty of stops and try and solve problems on the field with that. But it seems like they're going to need to make some halftime adjustments to try and address the challenges that they're facing at the moment. Again, another solid catch and throw.
Do the Raiders have any timeouts left?
I think they'll just be running it as a 2-minute, so at the moment there we see it.
Timeout. Raiders, their first timeout for the half.
So after a timeout, UNSW, they've shifted the position. The number 7 are on a bubble screen. They know they're going to try and do that. QB keep diving for the touchdown.
What didn't I touch there, Mitch?
The challenge is with trying to account, especially in the red zone, is we do have a
flag
on the back side of the play, but when you start to get into the red zone and handling those elements, there's only so many ways you can defend it. I think the bubble screen by number 7 when they shifted the position, the tight end adjustment to make them the number 2 receiver, like that's a known formation and adjustment that UNSW run, especially in the red zone. The wrinkle that they added was the QB keep to be able to drive it home. So I think, there's an increasing challenge that you start to see.
Coming against the Raiders here, we'll push them back.
Holding. 58 on the offense. 10 yards from the previous spot. Second down. Sorry, 10 yards from the spot of the foul. Second down.
Normally they don't call holding on the backside of a play, so I'd be interested to see how that comes through. Interesting throw and catch there, just trying to edge themselves closer to the goal line. They've got plenty of time. They're on third down. They're going to call it timeout.
Timeout. UTS. It's their third and final for the half.
And we're back. Looking at how NSW is going to attack this. Create a mismatch here. And walk through untouched. It's a challenging play to try and stop with the versatility of the number of offensive weapons they have. You've really got to try and sell out to stop the run, but then that exposes you on the pass in the red zone. And one of the things that offenses understand is as you get into the red zone, is there's a complication with the number of coverages that you're even able to run. This is an interesting formation.
I think he was expecting a receiver to be there, but no one quite there.
Yeah, so it was one of those challenges where the tight end on the backside was caught up in the rush of the defensive line.
We've got a flag. Holding on the offense.
Penalty is declined.
Guys, no good.
It's yeah, look, there's still plenty of games left to be played. I think this is the opportunity now for UTS to come back out. I think we've got a pretty semi-accurate time check here. So looking at if you can get a strong kick return, make some people miss, try and put yourself into striking distance on the field, then you can do some stuff differently. The trendsetter there, Mr. Andrew Brundu, wearing both a backwards hat and a visor simultaneously. I think we can look for that potentially on number zero's TikToks.
It's best of both worlds.
Best of both worlds. Business at the front, party at the back. Elusive return of Cameron Streeter trying to dodge, but stood up and rolled in on.
See if the UTS offense can get a few plays going here. They definitely want to try and get some points on the board going into the half. Try and bring back some of that deficit to the Raiders. Obviously, momentum, being able to start the second half on the back of a touchdown would fill them with a bit more confidence.
Now, I expect the UTS coaches know exactly where they need to be with this drive, all right?
Would you say it's the end zone is where they're aiming to get to?
No, I think what I mean is that they're not going to be sitting there running a heap of, like, we're back in a conventional set. We know that we're running around trying to get the ball downfield, past. Yeah, we're just going to be attacking vertically, not relying on the run as much. They don't have a reliance on trying to maintain their conventional, I guess, operations that they've been doing. They're going to have to look to try and play catch up now, which is the risk when you have a dominant running offense. If you do start to fall behind, you put them in a position where they've got to try and pass the ball more than they really want to, and that creates a whole heap of risks and challenges that they need to be accountable for. You can see drop back again, climbing in the pocket, trying to run based on his elusiveness, dodging one, but tackled in the middle of the field.
Bit of relaxed ball security there.
Yeah, it's
Running with a loaf of bread. Got to be careful.
QBs are normally not meant to be running around on the field, so this has been an illustrious one so far for Schumann. Looking to throw downfield, out to the sideline, couldn't see anything. Second and 10. Clock stopped. We'll start on the snap. Downfield again, trying to be elusive and buy time for the pass. Thrown. Deep shot over the middle, just missed on the interception. Underthrown.
I don't think any of the UTS receivers were in the same postcode on that one.
I think he was climbing the pocket and was getting pressure, so it always makes those throws look a little bit uglier than they should.
But I guess with only about 20 seconds left on the clock, you've got to chance your arm in those situations.
And the time to strike has to be now.
Smart play, get to the sideline, stopping the clock.
Harris Walker making another key catch there for the UTS Gators. Empty set, climbing up, trying to buy time, throwing it deep across the field. Underthrown.
And that's half time.
And that looks to be half time. We will be back in 15 minutes with the second and final half of the 2024 Waratah Bowl. Currently, Raiders leading the Gators 32-12. we are back with the kickoff of the second half of the 2024 Waratah Bowl. Raiders leading the Gators 32-12. Gators about to kick off with the UNSW Raiders having the opportunity to be on offense for the first time in the second half. Looking to see what they've come up with. Both teams are going to have made halftime adjustments. I think the Raiders will be disappointed they haven't scored more, and the Gators have a plethora of challenges that they have to face trying to get into it. Onside kick recovered by the Gators to change the dynamic of the first half. And I'll welcome back to the commentary box.
The block?
The block. The block himself, Mr. Blake Jones.
Shaped like a block.
Oh, we both are, mate. It's all right. We're amongst company and good friends here. Probably just want to do a shout out, I think, to the photographers that have serviced GNSW over the past 8 hours, including Mr. Jim Walker and, I'm just going to make sure I don't miss anyone, Damien Clark, both of which have been out braving the elements and trying to get the best content for GNSW for the coming season. So we appreciate everything they do. If you do want to look them up, that's Jim Walker or Damien Clark. Both of them are on Instagram. Like and follow for more interesting content. So play action a little bit. Deep strike down the side of the field. Catch by Harris Walker.
The Gators have started the second half like they started the first half. Striking early, striking fast. Nice deep ball to get some points back on the board.
It's an incredible throw, and I think this is, again, the challenge that the Gators offense brings up on defenses is the inherent desire to try and stop the run. Now, we know they're an incredibly competent run team. They're able to move the ball effectively, and that means that defenses do start to sell out to try and stop the run, and that's opened them up over the top. Offensive line calling out their blocks. Going for two here. Back to the conventional formation. Running back shifted out to the side of the field. Fake pass, but a little bit of razzle-dazzle over the middle. Caught by number 25. Looks to be the big beard Liam Brown. A Colt graduate moving up into the world of men's. You can see him sift through, I think, if you would get to the play. But deep strike. Running in stride, he's got caught over the top.
You have to say UTS have had one of the more successful transitions of Colts moving up to men's of the teams in the league at the moment.
Yeah, I think there's a lot of players from a time period that had exposure to different types of schemes that allowed them to transition more effectively into the position of playing 11-a-side. I think a lot of the Colts teams historically in the league have focused on avoiding teaching the schematics and the details around the complexity and how great it can be to play American football because they're playing 9-a-side. So it's still completely capable of achieving the same outcomes, and quarterbacks understanding the same rules, receivers understanding routes and all those things. You hear the crowd yelling, kick it to 25 again. So let's see if they're going to kick it off deep or they're going to try and keep it on the ground. Booming kick. Deep downfield, taken from the end zone. Out. Big hit. Ball's out. Is it going to be recovered? Huge recovery by UTS.
That is laying the wood right there. He is absolutely lit him up.
I think we're going to see that on replay again.
Is it the pink boots? I think. I don't know if anyone's invested in pink boots.
Blake's love affair with pink boots is causing issues for the teams. But if we see this again, there will be a replay for the ages. A critical mistake by UNSW trying to come out of their own end zone. We'll see the play here. It looks like
Oh,
Number 87 does not care. Complete reckless disregard for his own well-being and throwing himself into the UNSW player like no tomorrow. He did not see it coming. It was not nice, and he went good night.
oh. Bit of confusion in the backfield there.
Bit of a mistake by UTS, so a complete polar opposite of the stellar play that just occurred. Looking forward to seeing what they can try and do to convert here and put themselves in a position to be successful. And I just got a letter from the fans. It does appear that number 1, Harris Walker's birthday is today. So he got a little birthday present with a little tutty celebration. Hopefully they can pull it all together and go home with the Waratah Bowl.
Not a bad present.
Not a bad present. There could be worse. Nice drop and pass. Overthrown.
Shuey's taken a few hits today.
Yeah, they're definitely holding on to the ball, and it does come with the challenges. You can see the green marks have been thrown into the ground.
The grass.
The grass, yes.
Not as much green grass out there this afternoon for our
it's
final game.
significantly less green than it was this morning, Blake. I understand that was an exciting point for you. Similar formation to where they've been, condensing the field, trying to move the running back around to be successful, stepping back to pass.
What a
Dot
dart.
over the middle of the field.
Harris.
A second touchdown for the birthday boy. Time to blow out your candles and go home.
The game's not over quite yet, Mitch.
His is.
That'll do for him
That's
today.
it. That's enough. He's got to share it around.
Okay.
It's the first thing you learn when you go to a birthday. You've got to share the cake. A major change in the first, effectively 2 minutes of the second quarter, with the Gators back within 6 points of the Raiders, potentially to narrow that lead to 4. Looking at how they're going to do it with an edge around, caught up in the backfield. Offensive line was blown up off the line of scrimmage. 57 was where the quarterback was as soon as the ball was snapped. It's hard to recover from there.
Football is a game of 4 quarters, Mitch.
Yes, it is. It is.
Chance for the Raiders to try and turn this around here.
I wonder if we'll see the gentleman who turned the ball over then take a better hold of the ball as he comes out of their own end zone.
I might have changed my boots at that point in time.
Yeah, I think that's it. I would have made sure they didn't know who I was. But another booming sky kick is predicted from Jack the Prawn Pritchard, ready to go downfield and be as incredible as it can be.
And it's out, unfortunately.
Mental mistake by the UNSW.
Oh, the coaches are having a word to the player on the sideline here, and a few flags have been thrown. Number 11's copping a bit of a spiel.
That's quite unexpected. Ben Loudon is known for his incredible demure performance and never going outside the lines of the game to tell people what he thinks. I can't understand how that could happen.
He's a man of very few words, usually.
He is a man of the least amount of words possible, I would say.
And what do we call the congregation of zebras again?
It's a dazzle, thank you.
So we've got the dazzle going on at the moment.
The dazzle is performing to an appropriate level. Backwards hat and forward visor is still trend-setting as part of the Raiders attire. It's a next level that I don't think I'm ready for.
I wouldn't be surprised if
there are 6 zebras dazzling in the middle of the field. The outcome will be fascinating. I'm quite envious of some of the glasses, though.
We've got the first flag on the kick going out.
Yeah.
And then I think
then there's some type of comment from
some
the ever demure Ben Loudon, who is known for his
Here we go.
quotes.
Legal
So
procedure
let's all
on the kicking team. Ball be
legal
spotted 30
procedure on the
yards
kicking
from where it went
team.
out of bounds. Sorry, from where it was kicked. However, after the play, unsportsmanlike conduct. Number 11 on the kicking team. 15 yards from the end of the foul. First down.
2 penalties on UTS.
So we'll see what they choose to do with a kickoff, but then there's also a 15-yard penalty on number 11. Unexpected. He's known for his sportsmanship, so I wouldn't think at all that he would
Maybe a
he'd have been caught in that
miscommunication.
situation. 100%.
Bit of misunderstanding.
Bit of misunderstanding. It happens like that sometimes.
Sometimes the mouth guard gets in the way and you don't really understand
Yeah.
what someone's saying.
Yeah, that's it. And, yeah. So let's see what the UTS Gators have got from their halftime adjustments. This is probably the first defensive drive that they've really had to be on in this. We're seeing troops bunch to the field, tight bunch to the field, with a receiver flex to the right-hand side on the top of the numbers. We know we've seen this play before where they're either using it to try and create leverage or getting a running back out to that. We've got a shift that's coming out, little zip motion there, trying to throw it over the top.
And he's
Caught,
connected.
and that is
0. Whitey.
0.
Michael Whiteman.
The TikTok influencer of all time will be ready to do his dance as he moves to striking position 38 to 26.
Well, if you're going to
He
answer
is
back,
incredibly fast, so it is a challenge for sure.
if you're looking to answer back after the hot start that the Gators had, it's definitely going to reset the tone for the game.
No better way to do it than to score a touchdown yourself. He looks like he's quite hot out there based on that kind of facial expression, which seems like he's run the distance and he's been in for it. You can see him shift here, trying to get open as he goes down the field, hit and thrown simultaneously, but completely uncovered. 21 attempting to punch the ball out. Great mental decision from number 21, but unfortunately couldn't get it done. Extra point to be kicked here. It looks to be good. I will not provide the commentator's jinx again on the PAT, as last time he kicked it into the post. I feel personally responsible for that. We do know that UNSW practiced an onside kick against a game in the Mustangs last week. I believe it was 72 to 12. So making sure that they are prepared for this situationally is a... Oh, yeah, look at that. Little cheeky downfield, caught on the run. Cameron Streeter receiving it, elusive, dodging, but broke one tackle, caught and brought down by a pack of Raiders. The play's still going. Are going to get a little bit more chippy here as it continues down the field.
Is there a name for a pack of Raiders, Mitch?
Oh, I don't know whether it's is it it gets worse. I feel like there's the same of things. Pack of Raiders normally go on a longboat, and we know what they did there. But UTS had a stellar offense in the first 2 drives off the back of a big turnover. They've been able to strike deep. Looks like they're going to trust in quarterback again, trying to hand it off, trying to get an edge here. Lead blocker, dodge a tackle, but they are
Chipping away at some yards.
just chipping away. Chip, chip, chipperoo.
But we have broken the score from the earlier 2 games. We will not be having a repeat of this morning's Kookaburra Bowl and Opal Bowl scores. Oh, and just on the throw.
Trying to feed the birthday boy more cake.
He has to learn to share.
Has to learn to share.
You can't be taking all the balls. One guy can't handle all that many balls.
That is a problem. So it looks like it's about 3rd and 6. Let's see what the Gators are going to do. Dipping into their pocket of tricks. Getting a late call. End around with a little bit of a lead here.
Oh,
getting
he's lost
distance.
the ball.
Ball's turned over and
a flag.
I think that's going to be considered a late hit.
The ball security's been a bit of a problem today for both teams. We'll see what the ruling is here if the turnover is successful. Bit of pushing and shoving going on. Sure, it's all friendly banter.
It's all fair in the love of the game. Ball gets punched out there incredibly well. Turnover is solid.
Oh,
and then, yeah, late hit there.
Was that what number was that?
The dazzle will decide.
Of course, when a player is on the ground with the ball, the play is dead. At that
The
point
play
in time.
is dead. You can see it here as he comes through. Turned over. Number 1 collects the ball and is down.
After the play,
And,
personal foul, number 58 on UTS. The ball was recovered by the Raiders in bounds. It'll be first down, Bondi 15 from where it was recovered.
Where's your lip reading on that one, Mitch?
It was 58 on the offense. It'll be 15 yards from the point of the turnover.
For unnecessary roughness.
That was personal foul.
Personal foul.
Yeah, personal foul, unnecessary roughness. 15-yard penalty and an automatic first down. And these are the challenges that you face when you turn the ball over. People make bad decisions. They create these kind of issues that prevent us from being successful. Oh, a different formation that we've seen the Raiders come out with. We've got two receivers bunched in tight and then a wide receiver split further out. Trips to the field. So looking at what we're going to try and get here. A mismatch release, but they're caught and in open space, moving down the field.
Unfortunately, you do want to keep the Raiders' offense off the field because it has been high-powered and scoring a lot of points. And unfortunately, UTS, for a bit of ill discipline, has been able to put them back on the field here in great field position. Another receiver wide open, and they have punched in and a touchdown. It's looking a little too easy for the quarterback there.
Yeah, there's some defensive weaknesses. I think particularly that looks like a cover 2 where there was the safety was trying to come over the top in the corner and release the vertical route. So it was attacked at the correct point in the zone. Just think that the safeties need to be more aware as you see it here. They've come out, they've released it, but number 45 there wasn't reacting appropriately to the vertical threat by the number 1. And just like that, the Raiders pull away again. We've positioned themselves differently. And the kick is good.
Oh, they're going to return this one.
Big return, cut up, elusive. Oh.
A different look here for UTS. Oh. And we've got an injury on the field as well. So another stoppage of play.
And we're back. All right, we're looking at 2nd and 8. Moving the running back around, seeing what we can do. Looking at faking, tossing it out to the wide side of the field. Sifting through open space, trying to sprint down the sideline. Birthday boy in the zone, breaking one tackle and landing. Big gain by the UTS Gators and number 1. On the field, the sift through there was ideal against the pressure that that's in. UTS lining up again. 1st and 10. Motion to the wide side of the field. Play action. Striking vertically.
Hands!
Catch by the birthday boy, the trifecta. What more could he want other than a Waratah Bowl championship?
You'd have to say being one of the top performers out there today, even from either team.
Well, yeah, not bad for a bloke who is working as a builder on the weekdays. You know what I mean? It is hard. He's by no means a professional, but he's out there running around with the best of them.
There might be short odds for an MVP.
Short odds
For an MVP trophy this afternoon. QB keep, and he's in. Narrowing this deficit again, and we're still only in the 3rd quarter. Plenty of football left to go.
Plenty of football left to play. It was always going to be, can they sustain a shootout? And it looks like UTS is up for the challenge.
Looks like the Raiders have changed up their kick returners.
Interesting to see if they're going to be able to make a play on the special teams here. I know that's one of their preferences, is to try and be able to get that right.
Raiders are choosing to return it again here.
Bringing it out of the end zone. The last time sealing an event to the edge. This is the hope that they're going to have, trying to cut back into the middle of the field. Walk down, balls out. Balls out.
A few balls have come out today, Mitch.
And ball security has been particularly poor. Seeing if we can see the replay here.
I should also take this time to thank our live stream providers. Double Take, who have done a fantastic job today, providing the amazing vision that our viewers are able to watch at home, and the players will be able to watch back after today.
On the kicking team. There is no yardage assessed on that. It'll be 1st down, Bondi.
All right, NSW out on offense. Trips to the wide side of the field. Reefing his way forward. 4 defenders on him. Big block on the outside by the tackle there.
Very hard to stop, number 21. Yards after contact.
They're going with a little bit of tempo now, trying to get them set up and trying to put pressure on the UTS defense. Timeout. UTS defense.
Time out! UTS, their first time out for the half.
UTS burned a timeout there to make sure that they weren't getting strung together in a consistent tempo deal from the UNSW Raiders. Looking to see what they can try and come up with here to create a new dynamic. Running straight through. It's incredibly tough to stop. You can see that the offensive lines push the defensive line forward. Difficult play to stop. Interesting choice to play outside leverage on the corners here in the red zone. It allows for the in-breaking routes. Great play by the defensive back there, but it was overthrown. Just overthrown, out of reach. We do have a special guest in the box, Christos Lambropoulos. We did mention him when he was on the sidelines. Has slowly raced through and made eye contact with us in a way that let us know that he was still around. So he's moving back out. I believe he'll be returning back to Germany to continue to coach the Munich Cowboys. But seeing a good return here, elusive through the line of scrimmage, 87 running downfield, trying to get through hurdles and takes them back to their 35-yard line.
Some big special team plays today.
Yeah, this is a vital dynamic that you can see where they broke the first tackle, and then he's just chasing open field. He does not look like he messes about. He was a serious man, serious face. All right, opportunity for UTS to strike back. Fake to the sideline, trying to shoot downfield. Makes a throw, potential. All right. Pass again. Climbing in the pocket. Shaking the play. Brought down behind the line of scrimmage. Play call going in. Still plenty of time in this. Still not even into the fourth quarter. Fake play to the outside, catch on the screen, trying to leverage his blockers, moving downfield, forcing against it.
It's the birthday boy again.
A lot of play action in this offense that allows them to try and get these guys open one-on-one.
Oh, lost his footing, unfortunately. Brings up change of possession.
It's incredibly hard here because the offensive line gets walked back significantly. NSW back out on the field. Critical stop here.
Good penetration in the backfield and a big stop for the Gators here. Loss of about 5 or 6 yards. Maybe more.
Big play by the defensive end here to just scream down off the edge. Great play. Getting the call in. Single high shell for the UTS Gators, potentially a cover 3 or a man look here.
Threading the needle. You have to, oh, we've got a flag in the backfield here as well. You have to say this is probably close to the end of the third quarter.
Holding number 73 on
Holding call.
10 yards from the previous spot. Second down.
Bringing up third and a long way.
Third and quite long.
Second down.
It's a replay.
And a flag. 2 flags. The flags. Penalties to make the image.
There are multiple fouls on the play. Offside on the defense. Their penalty is declined. Roughing the passer, number 56 on the defense. 15 yards from the previous spot. Automatic first down.
Yeah.
We would get our jail card there for the Raiders.
I think you see here, throws.
Not much in that. It's a bit of a bump.
It's, I think it's what the tradies say is sort of just like a little bit of a goodnight kiss.
Love tap.
Love tap, perhaps. The guys that are playing defensive ends over here tend to be builders on the weekdays and things like that, so they're probably not always as well versed in not getting a chip here and there.
It's getting a little chirpy out there. We've got another flag being thrown. So a bit of fatigue, bit of heat
After
sinking
the
in
play,
here.
unsportsmanlike conduct.
Unsportsmanlike.
Number 33 on the defense, Toppy.
That's the
15
Gators.
yards from the end of the run. First down.
A bit of
36,
implosion
sorry,
starting to
36.
happen here
Yeah,
with
I
a few of
think-
these penalties.
Yeah, a couple of these are then the mental elements where you see some crazy eyes on that screen just there, but the mental element to try and maintain some harsh words being had by number 36 with number 6 over there.
Maybe discussing what they're doing after the game tonight.
Yeah, maybe thinking they can go out in Manly, get a drink.
It's a beautiful spot.
Yeah, talk about American football and how good it is for the soul.
Crowd's starting to come alive here.
Yeah, crowd's getting a bit noisy and a bit rowdy. Where would you recommend they go in Manly, Blake?
Staines a classic.
always solid. All right, snap by the offense, then running counter back to the backside, broken through some tackles, open field run. Incredibly hard to bring down.
Loves running downhill, this bloke. Very hard to stop once he gets a full head of steam.
Bottled up at the line of scrimmage. Flag on the play.
One of our officials sporting a nice pair of short shorts there. Get the legs out, a bit of sun on them.
Well, you'll definitely get a tan answer today, Blake. I don't think the heat on the field is any less. Pink boots.
Got double pink boots. This could be problematic after a
After
few
the
incidents
play,
of pink boots earlier in today's game.
Number 14 on the offense, taunting. 15. The down counts, second down. Yes, it is.
And this is pushing the Raiders back.
Mental mistakes on both sides of the ball here.
Some lapses in judgment.
So, pushing UNSW back, second down. Different formation here. Mitch Sawyer in at the number 2, trying to reroute him out of the spot, taking a deep shot, vertical over the top, overthrown. That's not something you see every day from a professional quarterback.
Receiver seemed to struggle to track the ball, then find where it was in the air. But yeah, one of the few mistakes from Clark today. He's been pretty consistent, sort of just throwing it up and hoping for the best at that point in time. Brings up 3rd down and long. Oh, looks like they got UTS offside again.
Challenges, they need to keep fighting. They need to keep fighting or they'll count for the distance cover.
Play to the whistle.
Play to the whistle. Aggressive nature of the defensive lines really
Offside!
playing havoc with
Defense, 5 yards.
how
Third
they're
down.
approaching it.
Oh, they've drawn them offside again.
Again.
Discipline. Oh, we've probably given away one of the more obvious penalties of today for a bit of a bear hug on the receiver there.
Yeah, there's a couple of penalties that were complicated there. We sort of drew offside and then tackling the receiver,
There are multiple fouls on the
pulling
play.
him down into the ground.
Penalty line.
Stop the touchdown
Pass
though.
interference. On the defense, 15 yards from the previous spot. Automatic first down.
Challenging decision by the DBC on that play there. Really, there's some help. There's someone coming over to try come back and track it, and
We just wanted a hug.
maybe he felt like he needed a hug. That is a problem. Checking with the sideline. Play call adjustment put in. Bouncing.
QB flushed out, keeping the ball. Still haven't hit the 4th quarter yet, have we?
No, it's
This is a long third.
yeah, this is it's been consistent. The constant passing has definitely slowed it down with some stop-start momentum. I know we burnt through the first quarter quite quickly because of a lot of running, but we're seeing some time on that.
This looks like, speak of the devil, looks like
We've reached the end of the third.
must have been listening to what we're saying.
And we are back to start fourth quarter of the Waratah Bowl. Raiders currently leading Gators 52 to 34.
Oh, and he has asserted his dominance over the UTS DB there. He barreled his way in for another touchdown. 21 is a force to be reckoned with once he gets a full head of steam. Bringing us up to 58 to 34. High scoring affair, Mitch.
Yeah, it was the unfortunate nature of a shootout that was always going to be challenging to try and stop. The only way is to really keep the Raiders offense off the field. We knew they were going to score, and it was going to be the ability to score dynamically on most drives, honestly getting forced off the field. So the only way you can really control offenses like that is to try and manage their availability to be in the field, slow it down as much as possible, minimise their opportunities to get into the field and score. Great protection there.
Has ruled it in. I'm not sure if the catch was complete.
I'm sure we'll see in a second. Did have some toe drag swag here trying to get it.
Oh,
He would have been in if he held on to the ball. That was an incredible play.
it's a big toe.
Incredible effort, but he also was double teamed. So it's hard to hold on to the ball when you're getting double teamed like that.
Are you a fan of toes, Mitch? Toe dragging?
I like him to be able to catch the ball normally in the field of play. What about you, Blake? How do you feel about toe dragging?
Yeah, it's definitely an acquired art. It's a skill that all good receivers should have in their arsenal.
Is it something that you put in your everyday drills, Blake, as a coach?
I can't say it's a consistent one that we do, but it is one that we do try and implement on a regular basis.
I think it hinges deeply on the ability for the quarterback to throw the ball out of bounds so that you can take it.
It would be inaccurate.
Accurate or inaccurate?
Accurate.
Oh, excellent. Thank you.
You're a man of facts.
I'm a factual man.
Yeah, factual. I think there's been other words used to describe you, but we'll go with factual.
ETS coming out for a drive in the beginning of the fourth. Mouth guard in, looking at the field. A little clap to start. Play action. Good protection, climbing and throwing in the pocket. A little bit of a 12.
Great interception.
Interception by Mr. Matthew, the Iceman Hull. Look, he's shivering. He's shivering, he's so cold.
Ice in his veins.
Ice in his veins. Matty Ice, they call him.
You'd have to say a bit of pressure there for Shuey to come back out and try and get some points on the wall. Probably forced it a bit early to something that wasn't quite there.
Again, and it is one of those challenges that you have deep over the middle. Is a throw that many Qs make that very rarely leads to where you need it to be.
Double coverage. And third coming to help. Wasn't a high percentage play of the passes thrown today.
UNSW is now back out on offense. Trips to the boundary, trips tight bunch to the boundary. Four receivers to one side of the field. trying to get snag concept thrown out of bounds.
Good pressure from UTS there to try and flush Clark out of the pocket.
I think that is one of the things that you do see with the guys who have more experience and have come from the States, is that they do make those kind of decisions. They'll throw the ball away and play another day. Whereas, a lot of the time, a lot of the players that have less experience or are more focused on their careers, etc., and play this as a sort of weekend sport, haven't had the opportunity, hobbyists, that have not had the opportunity to be able to develop their craft to that point where they know how to know when to hold them and know when to fold them, and that's the example of it. In the face of pressure, walk down, still moving the chains.
It's starting to roll in now, Mitch.
Yeah, probably take a bit of the edge off, and the heat and the crowd's starting to warm up. So have to see how that balances out. Might be a bit humid down on the field.
A bit of a tangle with the chains on the far side. Harrison stepping in.
A bit of a kerfuffle, but Harrison's there getting to work together. If not, I'm short weight. We've got it back up and working. Fantastic news. Nod of approval from the man Harrison. He's ready to go. Chains locked up. Checking the play call. QBs are down and settled. Looking like a call from here. Easy, easy, easy. Check the sideline again. Fair bit of cushion off these wide receivers. Stumbling and bumbling through the middle of the field. Second and 2, second and 3.
Stumbling and bumbling.
Stumbling and bumbling. And they're just stumbling along and bumbling into things.
Oh.
That's it. Thought they would have taught you that when you went to school.
What's that class?
Open field running by number 21. Incredibly elusive, but also able to
Penalty on the Raiders here, looks like.
lay the pipe when he needs to.
The pipe has been laid well and truly by 21 today. In the end zone, making some meaningful yards right up the middle. And he has been hitting the ground pretty hard. To push the Raiders back. First down for the Raiders.
Raiders faithful in the stands. Trips to the boundary side. Wide receiver split more in than he was previously.
A big run by number 3 here. In open space.
Will go in untouched.
It's a nice feeling going untouched when you've got the holes opening up in front of you like that.
It's a privilege, Blake. I think it's a testament to the offensive line and the ability to create misdirection and say, hey, look, it looks like we're going to go this way, but we're going to go in the other way.
Bit of trickery.
A bit of trickeration.
And we do have an injured player down for the Raiders. Ollie is on the scene.
Extending their lead.
Oh!
Blocked. Potentially recovered.
I'm going to rule this recovered, I think, Mitch. No. Greg has put the party on that one and has not allowed it.
It's definitely been pooped. And we are back for the kickoff. If you're just joining us, the Raiders are currently on 64. The Gators are currently on 34. 30-point difference at the moment.
I wonder what the highest scoring GNSW final will be.
Oh, it's.
You got the history books there, Mitch, to go back?
Yeah, I'll just peer into the annals of time. Give me a second, Blake. I'll be right there. It does look like this will potentially be the highest scoring game, but I will have to make sure that I confirm this with the...
Maybe Glenn Bowes.
Yeah, I was going to say, there is an entity called Mr. Bowes who knows many, many things, but there are other, I would say, minor scholars in the history of GNSW that I could draw upon, so I'll take that on notice, Blake, if you don't mind, and then I can link that into the little book of knowledge. Oh, draw. Running back draw seemed to not work, which is a challenge.
A loss of yards on that one, unfortunately, for the Gators.
Trying to dip into their bag of tricks to see if they were going to draw them offside by going past setting, and then no, they just saw it and gobbled it up. Number 30 with the stop there. Shifting number 1 out to try and get a mismatch, trying to shoot downfield. Shifting, looking, throwing, faking, running, falling.
Got some facts here.
We are trying to pull it together. We believe the biggest disparate score in the history of the game was 83 to 18, which is a total scoring
Close game.
Yeah, so that would have been challenging. So 83 to 18, which means
year
that we're
was
ending 2013. So 83 points is the record on one side of the ball, and it was the Lions versus the Northwestern Predators.
Thank you, Mitch, for digging into the
You're
history
welcome.
books
You're
there. That
welcome.
is fantastic.
I do have to give full credit to my wife who sent that through to me, though. That's not necessarily she just loves listening to my dulcet tones, but number 16 out to the field, pushed out of bounds by number 11.
I don't know what's the biggest surprise, the fact or the wife.
That's it. Both are plausibly deniable, to be honest.
We can't confirm or deny both.
Yeah, I cannot. No, that's it. There is no proof. So this does present the possibility with another touchdown to become the highest scoring game or highest scoring grand final in Gridiron New South Wales history. So we're currently at 98 total points. If we do go to 104, I believe that will be a tie with a potential additional touchdown with 7 more minutes to go.
A lot of time. Just do some quick maths there.
Just
Mitch,
getting up my
check
little
your
calculator.
accuracy.
Just getting my little calculator to make sure that my...
Carry the 1, divide by the 2.
Yeah, that's it. 18 plus 83. So we're on 101. So we are within striking distance.
Records are made to be broken.
Of the record.
Timeout. Bondi, it's their first timeout for the half. Oh, NSW, sorry.
And we're back. UTS lining up. Swing to the outside. Trying to get running back in open field, showing his elusiveness and his speed, running down to just inside the 10. Great job by Cameron Streeter getting down the sideline. Shifting the running back. Dodge the blitz. Looking downfield. Going to keep it himself. Cut back upfield. Touchdown. Touchdown UTS. So we have broken the record. We are now the highest. Officially, this is the highest scoring Waratah Bowl that has ever occurred.
Read that in the history books. Don't know if it's one we're going to see broken for some time. It's
We've been locked in the annals of time, Blake.
deep away in the annals of time.
End around, trying to cut back upfield. Now we're officially 2 points greater than the greatest one of all time. So we're on a tear.
There's 6 minutes left to go. Plenty of time left.
10 of 24, 239 receiving yards and 129 rushing yards
Some big numbers.
for UTS. Starting to get a little bit more chippy on the field now as the game's progressing. Choice words by coaches on the field, making their opinions known.
Some healthy discussion. You think UCS will go for the onside kick here?
I think so. The 22-point differential is 6 minutes to go. Still within an achievable deficit. They'd have to change the way they're playing, sort of just running out of time to be able to make different decisions. So I think potentially if they're going to try an onside kick it here, but it was recovered, which means...
Oh, a few choice words from the coaching box again. And we've got a flag thrown.
Waiting to see what the call is on the field. Onside kick, well fielded and recovered. And some strong words from the sideline and the players.
Sideline warning against the Raiders. There'll be no yardage assessed on that. It'll be first down Raiders.
On the sideline, Mitch. Assume the choice of words weren't the correct ones. An elbow stuck in the helmet there. Might
have been misrepresented as a negative thing. First and 10 for UNSW. Trying to drive the field again. Shooting deep over the top. Just out of range of the vertical route by number 14. Streaking down the field. Probably extended his hands a little bit early and should have tried to finish running around.
Bit premature.
Bit premature. Five minutes to go. 64 to 42.
Havoc again.
Back out into the open field, reading blocks, cutting back out to the wide side of the field, shifting down the sidelines, and that is what appears to be a touchdown by the UNSW Raiders. That was an incredible run by number 21. point attempt. Booming kick. So UTS to come out of their own half from the 20-yard line. 28 points.
Bit of a stretch. The QB got a bit lost then.
Fighting for yards after contact. Brought down behind the line of scrimmage. Great job by the corner there, attempting to seal the edge and prevent an outside run at unfair. Huge shot downfield. UTS lined up in their conventional formation. Raiders showing a non-conventional defensive look, really relying on their team to be able to get pressure with just the four. Thrown to an empty spot on the field. Might have been a bit of miscommunication with the wide receivers there.
With 4 minutes left on the game, do you think the Raiders come back out with the starting QB? Or is this the point in time where you roll out your backup?
Oh, I think it's sort of hard to tell. I don't know whether you'd sort of take out. It looks like the backup QB's talking to the offense, so he'll potentially be able to come out. Well, a 38-point deficit or 28-point deficit, maybe not. But I appreciate that it's closer here. Kai getting a huge amount of work in there, trying to get depth downfield vertically. Swing pass, getting caught out in the open field.
2-minute warning by the looks of it. 2 minutes.
2-minute warning. Nearly intercepted. They're battling all the way to the end. A deep shot over the middle. Through the hands. Number 16. First down. Number 16 redeeming himself. First and 10. All right, those of us just joining, we are currently at the greatest point scored in a Waratah Bowl.
UTS, their first time out for the half.
UNSW Raiders have just called a timeout as UTS is marching to score to shorten the deficit from 28 points to potentially 20.
Let's go.
Whistles in. Reverse throwback option to the quarterback.
Oh, a bit of a scuffle on the sideline. A bit chirpy. And the flag is thrown. Play was on there. There's not quite the connection between the initial QB and the secondary QB that was making the throw.
Great reaction by the defense there to go over and try and be sticky to the quarterback who should be uncovered.
There are fouls by both teams. Players on tackle. Personal foul on the offense, unnecessary roughness. Personal foul, unnecessary roughness on the defense. Those penalties will offset. Third down.
Replay third down.
Got up, almost a great catch there. Time out the officials for an injured player.
Timeout, UTS. Their third and final for the half.
Silence.
Getting in a consultation of the officials. A dazzle.
A dazzle. Glad you adopted that.
It has stuck. Crowd getting quite animated here in the last minute of the game.
ETS looking to try and score with 50 seconds to go.
Oh, an intercept. Oh, and he's tripped over his own player and a flag as well. That might see us out, I think, Mitch.
I think that'll be the end, realistically, unless the flag was prior to the interception, but I don't believe it was.
During the return, personal foul, illegal blindside block. Number 8 on the return team. 15 yards from the spot of the foul, it'll be first down Raiders.
Welcome, Christos. What's your thoughts on today's game? It's definitely been a high-scoring affair. Combined points, the highest in GNSW Waratah Bowl history. We've got victory formation here by the Raiders, and that will see us out. The UNSW Raiders are the 2024 GNSW Waratah Bowl champions, bringing them back-to-back successes on the field. Thank you to everyone that's been with us today. We will now cross down to the sideline for the presentation, so if you'd like to hang around and watch the presentation with the coaches and players, please do. Otherwise, thank you for your time today and appreciate you guys joining in.
I'm the kingpin.
Welcome to the 2024 Waratah Bowl presentation. Before we kick off the presentation for the team, we want to award the Official of the Year. For the Official of the Year for GNSW 2024, I'd like to call forward Matt Fordham. Congratulations, mate.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Next off, I'd like to congratulate both teams on making the Waratah Bowl final. Both teams have been fantastic all year round. For the runners-up, I'd like to call forward the head coach just to say a few words on today's game.
Thank you. Do I talk this on the face there or do I talk?
Whichever you want.
First of all, congratulations to the Raiders playing group. Fantastic season again. In particular, though, to the club stalwarts, Brew, Tommy, Georgie, where you guys were 10, 12 years ago to where you are now. You know, every club can do with that, so congratulations. I take my hat off to where you guys are at. To my brothers and sister over here, we've fallen short, but it doesn't take away from the season that it was. Yeah, from where we were last year to where we are now. yeah, we've got to run it back, right? So I look forward to seeing you all next year. So thank you. Thank you.
Now, before we do hand out the trophies to the Raiders, we do have to award an MVP for today. And the MVP for today is number 21, Jerry. Let's say a few words, though. You want to say a few words? Yeah, of course. Don't go too far away.
First and foremost, I'd like to thank our Heavenly Father for allowing us to be here together. Firstly, to UTS, thanks guys. I think this was the matchup that we circled all year pretty much, as we try to get better to match up with you guys. So thank you for making us better essentially. To our team, I love you guys, man. Thank you to Brew, Brewster, Coach John, Marcos, all the coaches, to you guys. I'm the product of a good system and a good family, and I love my family. Thank you for holding down the fort. To my partner Roz for when I'm away at training, and you know, we always say it's about family, and this is why I do it for my girls, so that they can see me doing something at a high level. So I appreciate this. This is for you guys. I love you.
I'll do this way for that. Next, the winning coach, Andrew Brundu. I'd like to come up and say a few words.
Well, what a game to live stream. 112 points. All right, UTS, you guys are the toughest team. I said it from the last 2 weeks because I knew we were going to play you guys, and I turned around and I said, you guys have got to reach another level to compete with UTS, because you guys literally bang out. So congratulations on the season. You guys were rocking. Thank you. To my boys, you know, we work on family. I have to thank my wife Penny for allowing me to do what I do. Like Jet said, you know, we rely on our family to look after the fort when we're all at practice, and you guys literally gave it up this year, and I couldn't thank you enough. We had a great season and many more to come. I was going to say something, but you know what? The best way to finish is with a smile. So thank you, GNSW, for putting everything on. Thank you for Bowsy, Blake, and Mitch today for doing all the work. And where's John Mamau, who's just retired? Johnny, can you come out, please?
Yeah, he's retired for 2024.
Yeah.
2025 is around the corner.
John and I both retired this year, so, you know, I think it's only just that we hold the trophy together. What do you think, baby?
Yeah.
All right.
Job's half done. Now I can come out here because it's fully done now.
Okay. Thank you.
Your 2024 Waratah Bowl champions, the UNSW Raiders.
Family on 6, 1, 2, 3.
Where's Meraki? Give this fucking